Um, yeah, so when I would play, my biggest issue is the ball starting off left. If it goes straight left though.
Okay, so it's just a dead pull a lot of times.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So a lot of that has to do with your path right now, because your path is a little out to in. And then the other thing that's probably happening due to that fact, also is the face is shut, right? So to the target. So the face isn't necessarily shut to to the path. It's shut to the target. So I believe that right now what's happening is that your face is pretty much square to your path, but your path is going left. So now you're hitting it dead straight left. What we have to work on today is more cleaning up that path, but then also squaring the face so that you're not, so when you start to come a little bit more down the line, you're not leaving the face open now and hitting pushes. And then the other thing that I noticed was that your ball position is back a little bit too. So if you think about this logically, okay, your your low point wants to happen 4 to 5 inches ahead of the ball.
okay,
So, and that is at your front foot, okay? Because when your front foot and your shoulder and your hip all line up and you pivot around that, that's going to be where your low point wants to happen.
okay,
So you always want to play the ball about 4 or 5 inches behind that. If you play it back further than that, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up trying to square the club face up earlier because your brain thinks that the face is open because the ball is back further.
mhm,
Okay. So now you're going to release the club earlier and you're gonna try to shut the face. So that's another reason, part of the reason why you're going a little bit out to in, and you're trying to close the face up early. So your first move is going to be from the top. It's going to be drop the club almost behind you, okay, where it feels like your glove hand, or not your glove hand, your right hand is like in the middle of your hip. So, but that's going to be back further. So here's what I mean by that. If you could see me,
yep,
you can see my pocket here, right?
right,
So now when I come down, I want to feel like my right hand is way back here. Okay? Way back by my back pocket. It's not going to be. It's going to be here. But if I try to get it here, it's going to be working its way out more.
right,
And that's going to cause me to start to throw the club early and release the club early. Another way of feeling that is that elbow trying to get to touch your right hip on the downswing. That right elbow is going to feel like it's touching your right hip almost. But the more you feel like it's behind you, the better. I know that we've done this little talk before about this, but this is what has to happen as a feeling for you to actually get that path to start to work its way inside. Yeah. And the longer you can stay on your right side until your hands get to that height, then you're going to be coming more from the inside, and you're going to be able to turn now into the ball easier, and you'll be able to swing out to the right, and it's just a matter of squaring the face up. So then it'll end up to be more push draws than pulls, which is what's happening right now. Right. And I like what I'm seeing your footwork do, because if those hands drop, it allows you to stack over that lead leg easier, because you're not moving forward and turning too soon, so you can't slide to the outside of that foot.
true, yeah. Reaching the, give a back to the target,
Yep.
yeah,
It's going to
feel it,
literally
yeah.
to you feel like you're swinging way out to the right, like almost 45 degrees out to the right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Definitely more.
yeah, hit a few. Let's see what it's doing.
Right in the center of the club face.
Right in the center of the club face. Okay. What was the path?
Club path was 0.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
the more that you get your club path to be 0, the less curvature the ball's going to have. But notice that it feels like you're way, way, way inside. Your hands are way behind you when you get that club to go, that shaft to go 0.
Yep.
And that's just a matter of getting used to that feeling. Definitely more online.
Oh yeah. That was that's still minus 3 degrees out to in.
3 degrees out to in. Okay, that's not terrible. The maximum we want to try to have it be is 2 degrees.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, because if we can get it down to 2 on average, then it'll be a little bit of a curvature, but not a lot. So if it is more out to in, then what's happening is you're not staying back on your back foot long enough. You're turning too soon.
Okay.
Now, what was the path on that one?
Negative 1.3 out to in.
Okay, so that's better.
The face, the path was 0. That was good.
I share my screen with you. So now what we're going to do is we're going to watch this. And this is the drill that I want you to do. Okay. So this drill, what you're going to do is you're going to load it up to the top, all the way to the very top. And then you're going to feel like your arms are just dropping straight down along your foot line without turning. So now what you're doing is you're feeling the roll of your left arm on the downswing. Your left arm has a tendency for you, when you get very much this way, to want to do this to try to get back in front of you. Now, this doesn't pertain exactly to you, but it's this part where you just let the club fall and hit the ground.
Okay.
I want you to notice, what does this shoulder do when this arm just drops? This shoulder kind of lowers. I start to get some tilt in my spine. Right? If this shoulder if I feel like it's dropping more behind you. The shoulder's higher than
Yeah.
that's definite. I need this shoulder to be low. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going to let it fall. And then what I'm going to start to do is I'm going to incorporate a turn with my fall until I can get my swing bottom to be where I want it to be, which is ahead of that ball. And that's going to be my drill. And then I'm going to hit a ball. Feeling it. Okay. All right. So let's try that. Yeah. Drop, turn. Good. There you go. Now, how's that feel different from what you're doing?
Yeah.
Like the way it looks. Looks more on plane.
Good. Good. It's just
Okay.
coordinating the rest of my body to get that distance.
Yep.
You know, strength.
And then when you get to the top, you're going to feel like when you're up here, you're going to feel like you're doing this,
Okay.
turning those knuckles down. And then as your arms drop, then you turn.
Okay.
So it's adding a little supination of the lead hand
Yeah.
at the top, so that it actually supinates and squares the club face up as you come down and you swing out to the right. And what that should produce is like a push draw.